What are some of the toughest challenges that you face with jiu-jitsu?
Well, first and foremost, for sure, the injuries, like, being off of the mat. And I told you before, like, before I started training, I was just kind of pretty much going to, like, Burning Man, Symbiosis, hippie parties. So.
You still smoking weed and all that?
I smoke weed. I don't really do anything else. I don't even really drink. Sometimes I do. I'll go to a music festival, like, once every other month, and I'll kind of let loose there.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what jiu-jitsu helped me. That's what I was going to say, that I don't think that, they call themselves burners, Burning Man people. Mm-hmm. Shout out to burners. Like, there's nothing wrong with your lifestyle and what you do.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to do. I still love live music. But I think, like, jiu-jitsu was a better outlet for me. But ironically, though, so it's like, you see, I'm my goal, even when I first broke my ankle, I'll be like, I want to be the #1 Masters 1 blue belt. And I want to be in the top 10 for the adult blue belt. Those are, like, my two, like, main goals. And when I was going to these Burning Man parties, like, it's like, I don't know, my mentality is just weird. I can never just be, like, the guy in the crowd. Like, I was like, no, I don't want to be just the guy in the crowd. I want to be the DJ. I want to be the guy that everybody's here for. So then I get all these DJ equipment. So it's like, I never want to just be just a random. I always want to be like, okay, I got to make, like, a little name for myself and whatever I do. And it's kind of the same with jiu-jitsu now. Do I think I'm going to be Hodger Gracie? No. But I think I want people in the local circuit to be like, yo, this guy, he gets down. Like, he gets down, he competes.
Yeah, you know that guy right there? He's legit.
He's legit, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
I don't need to be Gordon Ryan, but just, in the OC, LA area, be like, yo, like you said, you see that guy, Rob Cortez? You just try to get around with him. You see me at the open mat, like, yo, get around with him because he's legit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, I definitely understand that. I mean, and I think that's a good attitude to have with anything in life, like with this podcast, for example. Like, I often tell myself, I'm gonna be on the Joe Rogan show one day,
Oh, you are?
And I'm gonna make this show pop. I'm not gonna let anything stand in my way. And I think having that kind of an attitude is important. Even if, you start letting those little doubts in your mind, like right now, I was even about to say, oh, well, even though it may never happen, like, fuck that. Like, it can't happen. You're only 26, right?
29.
Oh, 29. I'm sorry. You look younger.
That's good. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're 29, dude. Like, one of the biggest problems I had growing up was I dropped out of high school after 9th grade. I wrestled my first year at St. John Bosco, and I played football. I had so much promise, and then I ended up screwing up my life and blah, blah, blah. And then when I was like 22, 23, I decided I was going to go, try college out. And I remember being there, like, telling myself, look at all these kids, man. These guys are 18, 19. You're too old. You fucked up your life. It's over. And I bought into that lie, And I ended up dropping out for another 10 years. Didn't go back to school for like another 10 years. And just, telling myself I'm too old. I wanted to go box, 22. And I wanted to learn how to kickbox. I did kickbox, and I did a match and all that. But I kept telling myself, you fucked up, man. You're too old. And then it wasn't until I was like 38. I started jiu-jitsu when I was 38. And I went back to school when I was like 34. Because it took that long for me to get that lie.
Get over that bump.
Yeah.
That doubt in your head, yeah.
Yeah, and it sucks because it was totally not true.
It's not true.
And, like, you're only 29, man. Like, you're 29. Now, I don't know how the extent of your injury with your ankle and your body, what you're going through. But if you're healthy, 29, man, that's super young, especially for jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, right. I see a lot of people. I mean, Alex Pereira, I know that's the UFC, something a little bit different, but he's 36. I feel like 32 is the new, like, people maybe used to think like 27, 28 was like your prime.
Yeah.
I think it's in your 30s now.
I hope it ends up being 45.
No, you look good.
Because sometimes I thanks, man.
I thought you were 35.
Nah, thanks, man. I'm old as fuck. But I still feel good when I'm out there on the jiu-jitsu mat, But truth be told, our MMA guys, they'll fuck me up. They'll tag me up, Like on the mat, I feel I could thrash them, like no problem. But these dudes, they know how to strike.
Yeah.
And, like, easily, little dudes, some little, some tall, some big, different size guys. But the strikers, man, they'll fuck my shit up.